back and raring to go. So if you are here looking for a newer, better job, or maybe you want to learn a new skill, a new trade, you have questions about a program, we are here to help. We have the Workforce Solutions staff is standing by. We have a phone number that you can call, you can email, you can reach out. You can reach out to me on social media, and I'll make sure to pass it along. But now we're going to bring in Michelle from Workforce Solutions. Hi there, Michelle. How are you doing today?
Doing well, Nick. Thank you for having us back. It's our first episode of 2022, and we're really excited. We're super grateful to the station for giving us the break to rest and renew, and we're ready to go back at it. We're ready to help launch some new careers for 2022. The job market is still in flux because of the pandemic, but that doesn't mean that you can't get a new or better paying job. So we're really excited to be back. We have some great job leads. As always, we've got some really good advice, and we've got a staff of professionals that are standing by, ready to take your call, to help you get those job leads, to coach you through the whole process. And if you are looking to maybe even make a career change, do some career training, our folks are ready to help guide you through that. So anything that you need to help get back on your feet, or even do better in 2022, we are ready to help.
And it is so nice to see you. I hope you had a great New Year's. I know you did, because we've been chatting this week, and we're working on some really exciting stuff for February. So, and some stuff for tomorrow that I'm really excited to talk about as well. We will dive into that later. But first, as always, we like to kick it off with the look at the current state of affairs, because we do these on Thursdays, because that's when the latest job numbers come out. So what do those look like today, Michelle?
Yeah, so the National Unemployment Claims Report came out again this Thursday morning, and it looks like it's leveling off. So in the week ending January 1st, initial claims were at 207,000. That's an increase of 7,000 claims from the previous week, but still well below that pandemic mark of 256,000. The 4-week moving average increased a little bit too. So what that demonstrates to us is that there's still some volatility in the pandemic job market. And so we need to be mindful of where people are, because the flip side of this is that these are the numbers, but behind the numbers are real people. And I want to make sure that the real people don't get lost in all of these numbers, because it is still incredibly scary if you are one of those numbers that is losing your job. It's incredibly scary if you are one of the people who is uncertain of what's going to happen next. Or now that we're talking so much about inflation, if you are one of the people who has held on to a job and you're grateful for it, but your money isn't going as far as it was even a year ago. So behind all these numbers are real human beings. And that's the big part that we want to emphasize, is that at Workforce Solutions, it's not just about the numbers, and it's not just about the processes. We have real people who are your friends, your neighbors, who are just a phone call away, who are ready to help guide you through all of this, because we understand how fearful this can be. And just to bring those claims numbers down into the Texas level, here in Texas, there were 13,000 new claims filed last week, which is an increase of 1,800, and the continuing claims also increased. So yes, we're going to see the federal monthly jobs report for December come out tomorrow, and things are looking better. But for the people who are in the midst of this, there is still a great deal of uncertainty, and that often hits your confidence level. But that's why we're here, and we continue to do this, because we want to make sure that everybody is really taking advantage of their full potential and knows how to find the good jobs and how to get into those good jobs. So great to be back here with you again for 2022.
And now, is there, as we dive in, we're going to get into the jobs here in a second. But I kind of labeled it as New Year, New Job. Before we jump into that, what advice do you have, Michelle, as someone maybe made a resolution that this is it. They're going to kick themselves into gear. The holidays are over. What advice do you have for people as far as that?
Absolutely. So the first thing, my first piece of advice, if this is a new year, new you, new job, the first thing that I want you to do is really take a hard, honest look and identify your work preferences. There's a reason that you are feeling the need to go get a new job. So take a moment to have a good conversation with yourself, and don't just say I'll take anything because you're so desperate to get out of the place that you're in right now. So take a look at your work preferences and write these things down. Identify the wages. What is it that you feel you need to earn in terms of wages? Identify the benefits, because don't forget that different companies offer different levels of benefits. So if you are a slightly older worker like me and healthcare is important to you, make sure that you write that down. If you are a parent, then flexibility is probably going to be really important to you. So write that down. So again, continuing with your work preferences, there's wages and benefits, location. In the pandemic, we've learned about work from home in a way that we probably didn't think about it before. But there's still a lot of commuting that happens, and the traffic hasn't gotten any better. It is back in full force.
Yes, it
and
is.
on some days, you know what, I feel it probably isn't this true, but I feel like a 20-minute drive at 2 o'clock in the afternoon actually now takes me 45 minutes. So think about the location, think about the work hours, the shift, because again, we are becoming more accommodating to the non-traditional work hours. So if that's important to you, to be able to either have a specific shift, or if you're open to working the off hours, because maybe you're a creative person. I have a lot of friends who are creatives and really don't fit into the 9 to 5 mold, and that kind of goes into the environment. What kind of work environment do you want to be in? So if you're looking for a new job, if you've made the resolution to land a new job in 2022, one of the most important things that you can do is identify your work preferences, and then use that to focus your job search and focus your approach to landing that new job. And as always, if you need to talk to somebody to get these things worked out so that you can put them down on paper and help you focus, don't hesitate to call us at the ABC13 hotline, which is 713-243-6663.
And we're going to tap in. We're going to tap into that a little bit more later on, but I just wanted to, I know that I kind of labeled it as New Year, New Job, so I just kind of wanted to touch upon it before we jump into the job. So thank you, Michelle, for that. We can circle back to that later on. But let's talk about these jobs. Let's talk about ways, the jobs that we have, and then we'll show people how they can apply for them.
Absolutely. So this week we have 5 employers with 11 job postings that represent 532 job openings. Remember that we are looking for quality over quantity in these jobs. And so the minimum threshold to participate in the ABC 13 Who's Hiring job fair is that these positions must pay at least $14 an hour. And we continue to push that upwards so that we can help people get into good paying jobs. So we have a number of good job openings this week. And if you are interested in checking these out, there's several different ways that you can go about it. If you are on social media, head on over to facebook.com/advancemycareer. Or if you're using the app, search for Advance My Career, all one word. That will take you to the Workforce Solutions Facebook page. Once you get to that Workforce Solutions Facebook page, click on the Jobs tab. That will show you a number of positions that we are actively recruiting for this week. And you can take a look at those. If you see anything that appeals to you there, click the Apply Now tab. That Apply Now button will start a conversation with Terry. And Terry will make sure that we get Terry says hi back. That's the highlight of my week, is being the conduit between
I know.
you two.
I hope you had a great New Year, Terry.
She did, and we are soon going to be celebrating for Terry because she's working on a degree, and so we are all going to show up for her.
Awesome. So excited to hear that, Terry.
Exactly. And so, if you're on Facebook and hit the apply now button, that is going to start a conversation with Terry. She's going to make sure that we have all of your contact information accurate and up to date so that we can connect you with a workforce solutions recruiter. That recruiter is going to make sure that you meet all the minimum qualifications for that position so that they can refer you over to the employer for an interview. And that's okay if you don't match all of those qualifications, because Workforce Solutions is going to work with you to find the right kind of job leads for you. So again, that's if you are on social media, facebook.com/advance my career. Option 2 is to head on over to the web, wrksolutions.com/jobs now. Or if you land on our homepage up towards the top right, there's a Jobs Now button. Just click on that and it will take you to the Jobs Now page. And that is exactly what it says. These are jobs that employers are trying to fill right now. They're actively recruiting and they're asking us to help them fill these positions. So over on the right-hand side, you will see a column that's labeled as seen on ABC 13. These are employers who are really looking to fill these positions quickly. And so you will see that again, it's wrksolutions.com/jobs now. And it's the ABC, as seen on ABC 13 tab. If you're on a mobile device, make sure that you turn it to the landscape mode so that right hand column appears, or if you're on a smaller screen, just keep scrolling and eventually the as seen on ABC 13 column does show up. Once you get to there, take a look at those positions. You'll click through and see the complete job description. It takes you to mytxcareer.com. It gives you all of the details about that position. You can even Google Maps to see if it's in a physical location that you are interested in. It gives you all of the details about the company, about the position, about all of the experience that is required, and you can even learn even more about that company right there. So that's, again, if you're on social media or on the web. But again, never forget that Workforce Solutions is ready to take your call. You can give us a call at 713-243-6663, or you can drop us an email at jobs@wrksolutions.com, and then we will get you connected. So again, all kinds of different ways to get connected, and we will get you connected with these positions or any others. So again, lots of great job opportunities today.
And just a heads up, Michelle, just so you know, I'm having some difficulty pulling up the website. I'm not. Sometimes it's on our end blocking a website, so as people can see it, so I haven't got any messages. If anyone is watching this and you're having issues accessing the website, please let us know. The Workforce Solutions website, but I'm pretty sure you're not. I think it's probably just our company blocking it. So I'm going to keep trying to reload it and get it to work. But Michelle, why don't you go ahead and talk about some of these jobs, and I'm going to keep trying to play with it so that way I can pull it up for our viewers.
Absolutely. So I'm going to take the next couple of minutes to walk through these positions. And again, if you are unable to access them on the website, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We will get you connected. Again, that phone number is 713-243-6663. So let me start with the cooling tower technician. This is a position out in Deer Park. This is a really great job that if you like to do physical work, this is the position for you. They have 100 openings, and they equate this to a carpenter position, but it's labeled as a cooling tower technician. And so the key here is that you need to be able to do physical labor because you're going to be working outside. You are going to be climbing up the cooling towers. You know, we've talked about all of the industrial work where out in that Pasadena, Deer Park, along the Ship Channel area. And so you will be in that environment. You will be working up on the cooling towers, doing some maintenance work. They are trying to fill 100 positions because, again, this is seasonal work where they have to go in and do maintenance and repair annually to these positions. A couple things to keep in mind. You need to be able to read a tape measure. You need to be able to follow instructions because safety is the utmost important, especially when you're working 100 feet up in the air. You need to be able uh, to follow the directions of that supervisor because again it's not about micromanaging, it's about ensuring everyone's health and safety. They do ask that you have a high school diploma or the equivalent. They don't need you to have a lot of experience, but you do have to pass a hair follicle drug test because again, working at heights, you need to make sure that you're not impaired. And then you have to have a TWIC card, which again, Workforce Solutions can help you with that TWIC card. Workforce Solutions can help you with the essential tools if that's what you need in order to land this job. So again, cooling technician, it pays pretty well. Pays between $18 and $20 an hour. Again, it's a seasonal position, so this doesn't necessarily go on forever, but it is a great paying position to get started, and it'll give you exposure into that arena. The next position that I want to talk about is a number of positions that we have open with the Laurel Hotel. It's the Marriott Hospitality Group is operating a boutique hotel in the downtown area. What I like about this is that these are all full-time positions. We've heard lots of stories about how there is a great deal of turnover in hospitality and food service. You know, those jobs that, again, were hit hardest at the beginning of the pandemic. And then for a number of reasons, people have either moved on or are not yet able to return into the workforce. So this particular company is taking all of that to heart. And not only do these positions pay well, but they also come with benefits. So again, we talk about making sure, identifying your work priorities. So if you want a good job in the hospitality industry that also comes with good benefits, I encourage you to check out these positions with the Laura Hotel. Again, their corporate ownership is Marriott Hospitality. They need a number of positions. They have openings for an engineering position, so that's a maintenance position, a front desk supervisor position, a food and beverage supervisor. So maybe you have been a server or a bartender and are ready to move into something with a little bit more management experience. There's a supervisor position for food and beverage, a cook, a front desk agent. So again, all of these are with the Laura Hotel, which is under Marriott Hospitality Inc., and they're located downtown. It's a boutique hotel downtown that's not too far from the Toyota Center and the House of Blues. So in that area of town. The other nice part about this is that it's near a rail line. So if transportation is an issue, you don't even have to worry about parking in the downtown area. You can use the rail to get to the work site. So again, a number of positions there at the Laura Hotel. I'm going to get through a couple more positions here. The Daniel Group is looking for service technicians, and these again are positions out in the LaPorte area. This is through a staffing firm, and these pay pretty well because again, these are transitional positions that will pay anywhere between $16 and $40 an hour once you factor in all of the per diem. So you will be working as a service technician, cleaning condensers and the heat exchange tubes. You'll be reading gauges, setting up equipment, doing preventative maintenance. So a couple of things that you need to keep in mind to have for this position. You will need to be able to get a TWIC card, a transportation worker identification card, pass the background check, pass the drug and fitness test, because again, this is a very physical it's a physical kind of work, and it will include shift work, first, second, and third, and possibly some weekends included. And again, you do need to be able to travel for this position, but it is a pretty good paying position, especially once you factor in all the per diems. One more position or one more company to get through, and that is Wood Forest National Bank. They have a number of locations all across the greater Houston area. They are looking for both tellers and bilingual retail tellers. So again, those are some really good positions. When we talk about our work preferences, if you prefer to be in an inside environment, working inside in the air conditioning or in the heat, as we are sort of in winter right now, this would be a good position for you to be in. You'll be working inside. They have positions that are in the Woodlands and across the greater Houston area. That's a total of 7 positions that they're trying to fill. Those positions start at $16 an hour and will go up to starting at $18 an hour if you are a bilingual a call center representative, again, for Wood Forest National Bank. So some pretty good positions. Again, these are office type positions so that you can take advantage of interacting with people and taking advantage of your administrative skills.
Okay, so thank you, Michelle. That was I had some difficulties with the website. I didn't get any messages, so I think that it's probably on our end. So again, wrksolutions.com/jobs now is a way that you can find them. Just look for the As Seen on ABC13 tab, or if you got to this stream through our website, there's actually a link right there embedded on our website on ABC13.com. It takes you right to the Jobs Now page, and just look for the As Seen on ABC13 section. If you're on your phone, just make sure you put your phone the horizontal way, and that way you can see it, or scroll down to the bottom. Or you can apply through Facebook. I was showing the positions there. Terry's there. You can apply that way, or you can call our hotline right there on the screen, 713-243-6663. And I'll also like to add, if you want help with anything else, maybe you have a virtual interview coming up that you've never done before, or you need help with your resume, and some places charge hundreds of dollars. Well, it's all free through Workforce Solutions. Call that number on your screen, and you're able to get that assistance. Or Michelle talked about some training, learning some new skills in the new year to help land that job. You can start by making a phone call right there. Tell them Nick and the Jobs lady, Michelle, sent you, and they will get you on their way. It is free. I have sent people there, several people there. We've done success stories. We did a bunch of them in November. If you need the help, we are here to help. That's why we keep doing this. It's been a weekly thing between us and Workforce Solutions. It's been a wonderful partnership, and so we want to help you in this brand new year. All right, Michelle, we talked about it. New year, new job. You talked about it at the beginning. Maybe highlight some points, maybe talk about some other stuff that you wanted to highlight for people as they start that job search, or maybe they're looking for those new training, career opportunities. What should they be doing right now?
Absolutely. So, you make the resolution that you're going to get a new job. You've gone through the process of identifying what it is that you really want out of this job. The next step is to ask yourself the questions: what is it that I can bring to this employer? And what can I do to make sure that I am the best qualified candidate? So part of that is going to be looking at your experience and making sure that you are able to articulate the successes, articulate the impact of what your work has been, so that you can answer that question of why should I hire you? The other thing that you want to be really honest with yourself is, where am I lacking? Because right now is the perfect time to take advantage of training opportunities. So if you are not satisfied with the position that you're in right now, if you are not satisfied with your earnings and you want to move up in your career, think about additional training. This can take a lot of different forms. This can be anything from online learning, what I call YouTube University, to be able to, master those skills, just being able to speak proficiently. Or it could be pursuing a certificate or degree in one of the training programs at the community colleges. Again, we have 10 community colleges all across the region. They are gearing up for their spring semester, so you still have time to get in. If you have any questions about what kind of offerings are available, reach out to us, because again, we understand that it can be overwhelming, that you want to do something, but you want to make sure that you're efficient with the time that you're going to invest, because not most of these programs you can get financial aid for, but you still need to be able to support yourself while you're completing these training programs. So talk to us at Workforce Solutions. Let us help you filter through what it is that you want to accomplish, so that we can help you identify the programs that are going to get you to where you want to be, and make sure that you make a good investment of your time and get the results that you want, so that you can land that new career in 2022.
Boy, you are good, Michelle. You hit it right on the mark about 12:30, so I appreciate that. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Just real quickly, tomorrow, Michelle talked about the National Jobs Report comes out. We're going to be doing a story tomorrow, taking a look at the top jobs in the Houston area in 2022. So if you want to tap into that potential, we're going to show you ways that you can do it, and do it quickly. So not like you need a bachelor's degree. We're talking about associates or some adult certifications that can land you one of those jobs. So we're going to show you where you can get those, the training, and what those jobs are. That's going to be tomorrow. Or if you're watching this on the weekend, you can find the story on our website, abc13.com. Michelle, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you again next week. We're going to talk about more training opportunities. So we appreciate you all joining us. You all have a great weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.